Bakugo versus One for All. This episode was straight up cinema. Someone call Hollywood, because this is how you do a comeback. Before we dive in, smash that subscribe button and drop a like for more spicy anime breakdowns. Alright, let's stop yapping and jump into this explosive episode. So we pick up right where episode 2 left us. All Might is dangling in All for One's clutches like a sad piñata, and Deku's trapped with Shigaraki, looking like he's one bad decision away from a total meltdown. Everyone's sweating bullets, thinking, is this it for All Might? But then boom, Bakugo enters. This dude was dead last season, y'all. I mean, coffin ready, worms on the way dead. And now, he's back strutting in like he just chugged a Red Bull and a double espresso. And let me just say, the opening theme slaps harder than All for One's ego. We come back, and it's the same gut-wrenching scene. All Might's on his last legs, All for One's about to yeet him into the next dimension, and Night Eye's prophecy is haunting the vibes. The tension's so thick you could cut it with a Detroit smash. Scene shifts, world-watching chaos. The episode takes us on a quick world tour. Normal folks are living their lives, sipping coffee, walking dogs, while Japan's getting turned into a war zone. We cut to a newsroom possibly in America because they're freaking out about a massive storm cloud over Japan that might ruin their beach vacation in North America. Classic. Back to the action. Bakugo's zooming toward Deku like a human missile. He grabs Deku's hand and they do this mid-air twirl. But hold up. Gear Shift guy, you know, the quirk nerd, warns Deku that using Gear Shift now is going to hit him with recoil so bad it'll feel like getting punched by a freight train. Then we get a flashback where Night Eye's stressing over his vision of All Might's death. He's checking the future, desperate to find a loophole. Back in the present, Bakugo's charging toward All Might in the animation. Chef's kiss. It's so slick, I bet the animators were chugging energy drinks and crying tears of joy while drawing this. Bakugo is wondering why All Might picked Deku, that stupid crybaby, to inherit One for All. Classic Bakugo saltiness. But then bam! He catches All Might just as All for One's about to turn him into a sad pancake. All for One's eyes pop out. All Might looks at Bakugo and Bakugo drops the mic. We'll win. Chills, people. Chills dream world drama. We cut to All Might's dream world where Night Eye's like, your dream's toast, buddy. All for One's drink, aka his life force, is empty, meaning he was this close to being a goner. But All Might's like, hold up, I made promises, and I'm not dying till I keep them. He hits us with some poetic Japanese proverb about a king passing his throne to a prince. Night Eye's like, bro, this ain't a comic book, but then admits, you're too extra to die like this. Dream over. Back to reality. Bakugo's yeeted All Might to safety, and the world's losing it on their screens. Bakugo's badass moment. Bakugo crash lands on a building with All Might, looking like he just ran a marathon through a volcano. He's like, old man, don't steal my spotlight, but then plot twist Edge Shot still alive, stitching Bakugo's insides back together. Bakugo's in so much pain, but Edge Shot's out here, keeping our boy alive. Bakugo grumbles a thanks. All Might, barely conscious, remembers Bakugo's big talk about becoming the greatest hero. He reaches out, touches Bakugo's hand, and passes on the last scraps of One for All's power. Bakugo's new hero name, Great Explosion Murder God Dynamite. I mean, who else could pull off a name that screams, I'm unhinged and proud? Meanwhile, All for One's pissed. He's ready to yeet Shigaraki into God mode by giving him all his quirks, but Shigaraki's like, chill, I got this. All for One's not having it, he's defeated everyone in his path, and now Bakugo's this annoying pebble in his shoe. Bakugo charges at All For, but Bakugo blasts All for One's head with an explosion so epic, calling himself the final boss. Here, Shigaraki is also watching Bakugo. He is thinking that All for One is not able to kill that cockroach. What a thug he will become. After which, here our Shigaraki looking at Deku, says that he will beat Bakugo again and again and again. Deku is wondering how he can currently deal with Shigaraki, because his body is regenerating very fast and he is not able to reach the point of death. Where currently using the gear shift, it has reached its limit, so yes, if he activates it one more time, it's going to be his last time. Then finally here we are shown in parallel, All for One Shigaraki, and in front of him, Bakugo and Deku, both of them are ready to go beyond. But here Bakugo, even after being in the pain, is completely ready to go beyond. Explosions destroying everything, showing how flame is burning in his heart. Bakugo versus All for One in a pursuit that's straight up unhinged. If you thought Bakugo was explosive before, buckle up. This kid's turning pain into power. And our Bakugo previously thinking that, hey Midoriya, can I still leave you behind? And now Bakugo is feeling, in this condition I can get ahead of you, Izuku. And people are watching all these fights on their screens. And here Bakugo's parents are also shown who are not able to see him before under this condition. But now, in the current condition that Bakugo is in, his parents are also feeling proud of him. And All for One thinking why I am reacting this way to this pebble, even more than All Might. And All for One remembers killing someone and asking him about Yuichi. And that person resonates Bakugo. Bakugo blasts All for One, and All for One remembers and shouts, "It's all your fault, Kudo." And Bakugo replies, "Have you lost it, idiot? I'm Kachan Bakugo." The episode ends with the world cheering Bakugo. But the fight's not over Shigaraki's regenerating, and Deku's gear shift is on its last legs. Bakugo and Deku are ready to go plus Ultra, while All for One's plotting his next move. The flame in Bakugo's heart, burning brighter than a supernova. Holy smokes, what an episode. The animation was nuts, the story was wild, and Bakugo's comeback, legendary. Let's get into this cinematic gut punch of an episode. We kick things off with a gut-wrenching opener. A ragged woman slumped on a grimy street corner, chugging booze. Two strangers spot her, try to help, but she snaps at him like, "Back off." Her vibe. Total wreck. Oh, and plot twist, she's pregnant. Cut to under a dingy bridge where two scrawny kids are curled up. Then, it's Backstory City, recapping the dawn of quirks. Remember that first glowing baby? Yeah, the one who lit up the world, literally. Powers start popping up everywhere. Some kids born with them, others unlocking mid-tantrum. Scientists geek out, probing who gets what and why. Splitting society into quirk haves and have-nots. Chaos erupts, riots, fear, the works. We cut to a huddle of normies griping about meta-humans ruining everything when a tiny shadow creeps in. It's Baby All for One, eavesdropping like a pint-sized supervillain, auditioning for The Incredibles, gone wrong. These fools brush him off as just a kid, but nope, skulls crack open. Turns out, this little monster stole his mom's quirk at birth. He's got that, "the world is my playground and you're all the toys" energy from day one. Enter his scrawny little brother Yoichi. He says, "Bro, chill," but All for One's too busy power vamping to care. Yoichi's malnourished and quirkless, or so it seems, but All for One keeps him around like a sad sidekick plushie. "You're mine," he basically growls creepy much. Scene shift. A few years later, the glowing kids on TV preaching peace amid the quirk wars, while All for One and Yoichi hunker down in their hideout. Yoichi's nose deep in a comic book big bro catches him and side-eyes. "What's this kitty trash?" Yoichi's like, "It's heroes saving the day with pictures. Wanna join?" All for One, surprisingly, doesn't yeet the book. He flips through, eyes lighting up. Heroes? Secret identities? Sounds like a blueprint. Fast forward 3 years, quirk registrations are booming. Even India's churning out 50 metahumans in 2 weeks. All for One's glowing brighter, scheming harder. He crashes a quirk hoarder meetup, yoinks their powers, and monologues. Heroes fight alone in the shadows, but villains? We rule through fear. Bow to me or else. His dream? A world built for one. Him. Yuchi's horrified, but All for One's all, "Come on, join the dark side, we got powers." Cue the bro down. Older now. All for One's begging Yoichi to flip teams amid the societal dumpster fire. "Why fight for the weaklings? Use your quirk selfishly like me." Yoichi drops his mic. "One for all, that's my creed. Share the power, save the world." All for One scoffs. "Sad you got no quirk, brother." No one's taking a zero seriously. He grabs Yoichi, force feeds him a stolen power, dubs him worthy, and it's the birth of One for All. But Yoichi rejects the control, bolts with some allies. All for One chases, blasting, "You can't run, you're mine!" One guy's mesmerized by All for One's eyes mid-escape, and poof, game over. Back in reflection mode, adult All for One's brooding. Did I break Yoichi by shoving that quirk down his throat? Or was it his hidden spark I couldn't snuff? Turns out, Yoichi had a latent quirk. All for One's radar, missed, starved, but stubborn. Cut to Yoichi's rescuer, feeling weird post-touch. "Dude, something's brewing in you." Enter Bruce, our quirk doc, scanning him. "You've got 2 quirks now. Your OG latent one, plus All for One's gift. But wait, his powers vanishing. All for One sweating. My bad, I got sloppy." Yoichi's resolve hardens. "I couldn't stop him, but he kept me alive like a toy. All for show." All for One's voice echoes, "Use your gifts for good, not greed." Flash montage. All for One's rampage bodies piling up, tears in his eyes as he whines, "I just wanted you back, brother." And now, the main event, the fight that's got us all yelling, "Cinema" from the rooftops. Present day. All for One's mid-rant at a battered Bakugo. "You? Calling me old man? I pulped your whole bloodline, women, kids, sensed your spark and snuffed it." But Bakugo's eyes, pure fire. No fear, just that explosive "screw you" glare. All for One spooked. He's got Yoichi's ghost in him, slipping through my fingers again. He can't waste juice fighting now. Shigaraki's waiting, and that body's rejecting him. So, All for One shrinks down, unleashes Omnifactor Unleash. All for One singular purpose, basically rocket mode to zip to his puppet. But it's a gamble, one wrong move and he's babyfied forever. Bakugo's not buying it. "You nuts?" Flashback to Bakugo's glory days solo grinding. Explosion's his only therapist. All for One launches, screaming, "Blow me away." But Bakugo? Stone cold. No quirk flash. Just sweat, thicker, sweatier. All for One crashes down, de-aging mid-fall. What is this? He tries yoinking the quirk, but Bakugo's locked and loaded. One massive leap, and kaboom! Explosions rain like illegal fireworks, All for One's body reverting faster. He shrinks, shrivels, can't even regenerate without getting barbecued. All for One wails, but Bakugo's a blast machine. Hit, dodge, repeat. It's less fight, more demolition derby with a side of petty revenge. Suddenly, trippy cut, All for One's dead zone, All for One snaps back, all sass. But reality check, Bakugo touches him. This ain't your solo origin story, creep. It's our story and dreams. Final mega blast. All for One's hurled back, clinging to his shigaraki. I made him strong. I'll puppet him again. But he's toddler-sized now, where Bakugo is a little too tired here. He is not even able to stand on his own feet, where all the fury is moving towards him again and again. He is not even able to talk like a new child, where Bakugo thinks, okay, I will leave him here. This guy will disappear. Now I am going to sleep. No, but this is where Bakugo stops. He says, no, this cannot happen. After which, All for One attacks him again here. But yes, Bakugo catches it with his mouth and blasts it, where he says, now your time has come. All for One babbling, I hate you, brother, as quirks eject, poof, back to their owners. All for One curls into a glowing orb and vanishes. Bakugo, legs jelly, stands tall, like All Might, and says, your turn next, world. Fade out. Episode over, and whew, what a ride. And Bakugo proving explosions fix everything, even villain backstories. I laughed at baby All for One's tantrum. Dude went from world domination to diaper duty in one episode. What do you think about this fight? Comment down below, and this is it for today. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We will meet in the next one.